Hello, and welcome to my course, Succeeding as a Fine Artist, Guidance, Tips, and Strategies. If you're a new art school graduate, you've come to the right place. You're self-taught, you love to paint, you want to make a living selling art, you're in the right place. Learn all the little tips and strategies that you need to know to make a living selling your art. Now, I started as a certified food scientist many years ago, and I have over 25 years work experience in the food industry. How did I become an artist? It all happened by accident. I was working as an immigrant in the Republic of Ireland. Started out in Dublin, Ireland, working in the food industry. And my path took me on to entrepreneurship. I started my own business promoting my own brand of seasonings and sauces. So I had a business and I would promote and sell my products at big events. I also applied on Irish TV shows, and I was able to show my products on shows. I applied for the Irish Dragon's Den and got accepted. And so I did a business pitch on TV, which found me winning my business pitch with the Dragons and winning funding on the TV program. So I got many awards for my food products and things were going great. But what happened next? Well, one relationship ended and I was wallowing in self-pity. And a good friend of mine told me, do an art class, you'll feel better. So this was fall of 2009. And I said, art? I don't know anything about art. What do I know about art? I don't want to do an art class. And she said, go on, you'll feel better. And so I took a ceramics class. It was great. Most of my structures collapsed at the wheels. So instead of glasses and coffee mugs, I had ashtrays, but they were great. They were beautiful ashtrays. And then I signed up with an artist in Waterford City. He gave classes at his home, and Alfonso was a great teacher, very, very patient with new artists like myself. I desired to paint portraits. He told me portraits were too hard. But I said, no, that's what I wanted to paint. And so I got started. And here's a picture of my first portrait, a painting of Wendy Fitzwilliam. She was Miss Universe 1998, and I wanted to paint her. And so that's how I started. I took lessons from another teacher called Antoinette, and she showed me how to define skin tone and create depth in my portraits. And after that, I took it away. I started teaching myself techniques, looking online for ideas and teaching myself. I moved to Toronto, Canada in 2011 and continued my journey as an artist. I was very bold in my approach. I applied for shows. I went down to the public library, asked them, can I show my work at the library? And sure enough, the librarian at the time was quite sympathetic. The Toronto Caribbean Carnival was coming up. She said, if you have suitable Caribbean style paintings, we'll show them. And so I put my art all on the stacks on bookshelves. And that was my first official art show. It was a huge feat and a great accomplishment for a newcomer in 2011. Go bold or go home. That's what I always say. And so I applied for many art shows around the city, always getting rejected. And then finally, a group of Polish artists accepted me into their art show. This was July 2011. So my first outdoor art show, I was delighted. I had a red tent. I put my art all over haphazardly. I had no idea how to lay out an outdoor art show, but I went bold anyway, and I did it. Even sold a few little pieces, so it was quite exciting. So 10 years of learning, growing, and experimentation. I learned from others over 10 years in Toronto, showing my work at indoor shows, outdoor shows, applying for events and shows. I have 10 years of experience under my belt. And it's from sticking it out, persevering all the time and learning from others. This has helped me over the past 10 years to succeed as an artist. And these are stories I would like to share with you throughout this course. Showing my work with seasoned professional artists at indoor shows, selling my first painting at a big outdoor show, selling to a total stranger. It was the best feeling on this earth. In 2020 and 2021, in the height of the pandemic, it was my most successful time as an artist. I was commissioned to do public art in the city of Toronto. So art on utility boxes, telephone boxes. I was able to transfer my jazz images to public spaces. What an achievement for someone who started painting just by accident. And I must say, during the pandemic was my most exciting time for art. So moving from an unknown artist to one whose work was accepted in public spaces. I also learned from other artists by getting involved in Artist Network and getting education on selling art online. So in the middle of the pandemic, I sold more art than I had ever sold before. And it was learning the lessons of good marketing and selling art online. So these are some of the skills I'm going to share with you in this course, right? I have 10 plus years hands-on experience marketing and selling my art, first-hand knowledge, setting up tents at shows, curating art. So not just making the art, curating and selling it. I also have a great deal of teaching experience because I do teach in the food arena. And so I am able to transfer this knowledge to you in this course. Cross-cultural experience too, very important in transferring knowledge. What will you learn in the course? Well, to start, how to prepare gallery wrapped canvases. Are you a DIY artist like me? That's a great skill. How to price your artwork. So taking out the mystery in pricing your work. How to promote your artwork at face-to-face sales and then also online. How to curate your work at indoor events or outdoor events. And then also you make the sale, how do you wrap and send your work to an art collector so it wouldn't be damaged in transit. Another tip, how to apply successfully for juried exhibitions. We all want a part of the action. Digital media and how to promote your work digitally. Welcome to Succeeding as a Fine Artist. I'm wishing you all success in your journey as an artist.